tonight we're going to talk about a few things of what's happening at the moment with COVID in Victoria. Darcy, how are you doing? I hear you got up to a bit of pedal pre-action on the weekend.
Yeah.
Tell us a bit about that.
Yeah, so in South Australia, don't know if you've heard of them, but a pretty big organisation called Fast Cats Racing held technically an unofficial track event at one of the outdoor velodromes around Adelaide. That was an awesome event, a handicap race where basically everyone can come out in all skills and do it. So I got to go out there first before I had to shoot off for my mum's 50th. But it was so much fun being back in the trike. Like, I don't know. Does everyone else get this where basically your first time back in the trike, you just seem to go a lot faster than you will for the next coming weeks? Because I was just flying. I loved it. And the event was an absolute success. There was so much interest in it, and the Fast Cats guys did an awesome job at firstly keeping COVID regulations, and secondly doing a great pedal pre event, because this is their first time basically running an event, and they've done a fantastic job. They had, give us a second, they had you paid $5 and you get a piece of foam that you can keep just so they were safe. Then plenty of cleaning. It was awesome. So yeah, I've talked to other teams about it, and I think in Adelaide there's huge interest in a track series. If we can get it sorted, as long as we keep the regulations, it can be a real deal. So on that, man, it was sick. It was so good.
No, it sounds good. I think I like the idea of a track session, and like, do you ride for a certain time, or like how does the format work?
Well, this format was basically a 20-minute session where they'd have heats, and each trike, because Fast Cats have a massive fleet of trikes, but they all basically spent 20 minutes in the trike. All the riders took turns, and basically they had a timing system. So the fastest rider would compete in the final race, which was a handicap race. So they'd all work out your times and stuff, and then set you off at certain intervals. And then the winner was, of course, the first over the track after a certain time, doing a certain distance. So it was really good event. Unfortunately, from what I heard, I wasn't there for it, but my team mechanicaled out, where one of these bad boys, the mudguard, just went straight into the back wheel, and game over for good old Hellcat. But there's plenty of other options. I was talking to a couple teams and having maybe some more track orientated racing, like pursuit events, or I can't think of them off the top of my head, but basically track events, short and sweet, really interesting and really fast. I think that'll be the future. The future, and for this year when there's really heavy restrictions. So.
Yeah. Even thinking about that, I personally would love to see. I know last year we had the shootout, not the shootout. We had what did we do on a Sunday morning? There was like a 2 laps or something that was like super fast. What did we call that again? It was like Sunday morning. I know that Big Ben absolutely blitzed the field, but I would love to see something very similar, but instead of just 2 laps, I'd love to see, all right, guys, we're going to grid up. We're going to do 20 minutes all out, who can cross the line in the most laps in that 20 minutes. Like, it'd be cool to see some of these fast guys like, Ben and who else have we got? Reese. There's some really quick riders out there. And I think, it'd be exciting to expand the sport a little bit. It's great to go to a 6-hour or a 24-hour, but, these guys can jump in and blitz around for 20 minutes. It'd put quite a show on. So who knows, like, as bad as things are with COVID in Victoria at the minute, things every week we kind of be updating, and by the time we release the video, we're a little bit behind. But at the minute in Victoria, things aren't looking too flash. They seem to be going through quite high numbers of new active cases, and it hasn't been good down there. So I feel for all their guys, especially the ones in the metro area in Melbourne that are going to be stuck indoors training. So hopefully, fingers crossed, things can calm down, and the rest of the year can be a little bit more positive. Because I think in the sport at the minute, all we can do is be as positive as we can, and just get amongst each other and, you know, maybe pick up your phone and send someone a message you might not normally do and just see how they're doing. So
Absolutely.
That's pretty much how things are going. But that sounds really cool with, you know, what you guys might have, you know, planned, and it's really cool. So I'm keen to see what might come out of that. So keep coming.
Yeah, well, we're going to keep going, and I think it's something we can definitely expand to, especially with all these teams showing interest. You could open up almost new events, new series, and they can cater to different riders. Like instead of your long 2-hour stints, you've got fast races that are just a sweet spot between 10 and 20 minutes, not going to favour your sprinter, not going to favour your endurance. You've got to be all-round good rider. So
yeah. And you could also almost do like all right, we're going to have 5 different heats, pick your riders, here we go, let's see what we got. But who knows what might come out.